What's up, everybody? It's your man Christopher Burton here, the People's Podcast, broadcasting live another episode of the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Let me adjust my hat here. That's right, my Eagles won today, beat them sorry New York Giants, and yeah, we getting back on track. We getting back on track, but that's not why I'm here though. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not here. I am here to report on the show I was at yesterday, and that was a AWL Super Clash. That's right, AWL Super Clash. And why is this dog up here getting on my nerves right now? All of a sudden wanting to get on my nerves. Robert Brown, RB in the building. What's happening, RB? What's good with you, man? What's good with your RB? That's my man, RB. Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's happening? My brother Chris, what's going on, man? What's going on? And this stupid dog over here, whining and crying. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going and doing what I'm gonna do. And if he pisses in the floor, oh well, that's just something I have to clean up because I got this to do right now. I got more important stuff to do. I got to talk about the show, guys, that was at last night in Union, South Carolina, and it was a good card, man. American Wrestle League Super Clash. It was a good show. That's right. Scott Larson's in the building. Scott Larson, Mr. Hashtag Truth. It was a good show. He had a lot of the promoter, had a lot against him, but he still put on a good show. He had some kind of Indian festival going on down the street, and he had two other shows in the air. Well, no, he had the Indian festival, and he had the fair. The fair was going on at the time too, so yeah. And on top of that, he had two other shows. One was in Greenville last night. 3 Count was going on last night, and down in Eastern Alley, Georgia, SWA was going on too last night. So there was a lot going on last night, but they still had a good crowd, man. Still did their thing, and hey, Jimmy Ward, good show. I was thoroughly impressed, and I definitely had a good time. So let's get right into it, guys. Without further ado, I got there a little bit late. So when I got there was a promo going on, and in the promo, it was, I think, let me see who it was actually. Man, hold on here, guys. Let me pull them up here on my phone because don't know if I can't probably pull it up on the computer, but hey, I want to make sure I get everything on here, guys. Just bear with me here, guys, for a moment, please, if you will. Boom. All right, here we go. Yeah. It was some guys I've never seen before, guys. And here's my man HBT. HBT's in the building. HBT, what's up? What's going on, HBT? What's up, man? Unmute, man. Unmute. HBT muted. All right. But it was some guys in the ring that I've never seen before. They were called Pure Temptation. Pure Temptation. And they were in the ring talking to Antonio Morgan and his partner, the Silver Fox. No, excuse me. He was talking to Antonio Morgan and Buggy Wright. And Pure Temptation, it was a 3-man group. I forget the third gentleman's names. I didn't really get all their names, and I'm sorry about that, guys. But they were talking to Antonio, and they were like, "Look here, man. We supposed to fight the Soul Patrol. Buggy Wright don't look like Deion Johnson." But Antonio was like, "Hey, it is what it is, man. It's going down either way. You guys want to fight, I'm going to give you a fight." So, but then they were like, "Hey, man, y'all see, it's 3 of us, 2 of y'all. What y'all going to do? What y'all going to do, man?" So pretty much he was like, "Hey, we're going to make it happen." He was like, "We're going to make it happen." And Silver Fox came in and was like, "Hey, guys, pretty much, we're going to make this thing happen. We're going to make it a 3-man. We're going to make it a 6-man tag." And that was a very good match. And it was supposed to be a contract signing between Pure Temptation. Yes, it was supposed to be a contract signing from what I remember, right? And what I was told, it was a contract signing between Pure Temptation and the Soul Patrol. But like I said, Deion Johnson wasn't there. So With that being said, it ended up being a 6-man. But still, it was a good little segment. I definitely gave that segment a thumbs up from what I saw of it. I didn't get to see it all from the beginning. Like I said, I was running a little bit behind schedule. I was a little late for that. But the first match of the card, we had Crucifix versus D'Angelo. And this was for the this was for the NCW Championship. Crucifix came in as a champion, and this was my first time seeing D'Angelo. It was a good match. I've seen Crucifix a few times. Me and Crucifix actually have some history outside of wrestling. Great guy, good friend. If you ever get to see him in your neck of the woods, please go see him. He's worth the price of admission. I promise you. The guy can really go. He can really go. And not to take anything from D'Angelo, he can go too, because this match, man, was amazing for the first match of the card. It went about 15, 20 minutes. And when I tell you, this D'Angelo, excuse me, D'Angelo, he basically took Crucifix to the limit. He actually took him straight to the limit, man, and really worked him that total of 15 minutes, whatever it was. He gave him everything his had, but in the long run, the champion did prevail. Crucifix prevailed and held on to his NCW championship. I gave that match 2.5 stars, and it was a good one. It was a good one. The next match we had Cooper the House Housley versus Asher Rain. Now, if anybody's seen Cooper the House Housley, big guy. He was on was it Slapfest? He was on Slapfest.
Yo, man. Just want to let you know this thing is not on Facebook, okay? It's not on Facebook.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not on there. That's the reason why I come in to edit it. You know, I'm editing it. I'm trying to edit it. You know, I took yours off because it's not on your channel. So I'm trying to edit it and put it on my channel. So, you know, so hopefully it went up. So
hopefully.
Yeah, you're not on Facebook. That's all I wanted to let you know. What's up, all Robert right. Brown? I see you in the house. I see my man Scott Larson is in the house. What's going on, Scott? Robert says, Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's happening, brother? What's up? Scott Larson, yep. Super Clash. Chris went down, man. Chris going to run this thing down. But I'm trying to get this thing on Facebook. So hold off, Chris. I know you talked about Antonio Morgan and all those guys, man. Started off, and, you know, I know you talked about that a little bit. But let me check real quick to make sure it's on Facebook. I'll take
and if it's not, I can just put the YouTube on the group and whatever, and we keep it rocking, man. I ain't stopping.
Yeah.
One monkey don't stop.
No, don't stop. I'm saying slow down for a minute. Let me make sure it's on there. Because, hey, you want to talk to the people. You want to talk to the people in the upstate of South Carolina. You want to talk to the people in Western North Carolina. Basically, it's going to be hard, man. It'd be hard.
I just want to talk to the people, man. I just want to talk to people. I want to talk to the people worldwide, Daddy.
Man, you want to talk to the people in Western South. You want to talk to the people worldwide, but you want to talk to everybody. I talk to you. All
right, man.
I'm gonna let you roll with it. Roll.
So Cooper the House Housley versus Asher Rain. And now, like I said, if you've seen Cooper the House Housley, he was on Power Slap. Number 5 contender for, number 5 in the world versus Asher Rain. Asher Rain, great athletic guy, great skills, that big. I'm not kidding. That big. I'm not kidding. Cooper outweighed him at least by almost 200 pounds, I would dare say. It was, I give the guy all the credit in the world. He got in there with Cooper the House Housley, man. I give him all the credit in the world. He goes in there, he's fighting his heart out. He's going at it hard. He's giving Cooper everything he's got. Going right at him. I mean, shot for shot. But Cooper was just taking it and eating it, man. He was just eating it like little Debbie cakes. It was got to the point where it was bad, man. He was just throwing them around, chopping them, kicking, having his way with the poor kid, man. And I just had no idea if Asher was gonna make it, man. But Asher did have a good comeback and got the big man Cooper the House Howley down off his feet a couple of times and had him rocked. And I was like, wow, he might actually pull an upset. He might actually do this. But Coop literally was like, I'm tired of this kid playing around with this kid, and literally slapped him to sleep. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me. Cooper the House Owsley smacked another grown man to sleep. The way Asher Rain fell in that ring from getting slapped unconscious, you could have outlined him in chalk and had a crime scene. I mean, he won by knockout from a slap. Asher, he gave it his all. He gave it his all, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And I gave that match a 2.5. Now, the crowd was up the whole time for this show. The crowd was up the whole time. Everybody was on their feet, hollering and screaming. Now, this is the match that really I wanted to see. This is the match I needed to see. I had to see it. I wanted to see it. It must have been seen. But the match was Jackson Sane, the CPW champion, versus Mad Dog Josh Powers. That's right. Mad Dog Josh Powers was at AWL versus Jackson Sane for the CPW championship in a Mad Dog Mayhem match. Now, y'all heard of us, me and Harry, talk about Jackson Sane. The guy is literally insane. We're not kidding. The guy is literally insane. It's wild. And you've heard of us talk about Josh Powers, Mad Dog. This guy has, I'm starting to realize it now, he has a a fetish with doors. He loves putting people through doors. I don't know why, but that's his thing. He loves putting people through doors. And this match, I was like, we have two lunatics in the ring. Will this be able to stay in the ring? Because I was literally scared. I was scared, people. I was scared. Because when this match started, Josh came out the gate, a ball of fire, just came out the gate. Boom, just jumped on him. Just boom, 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 just wearing him out. Wearing him out. And when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that he just, I mean, I've never seen Mad Dog go at somebody like this before. I'm trying to get y'all to understand what happened here. This thing was real. It was real. This thing was like something it was violent. It was violent, ladies and gentlemen. It was violent. It was disturbing. I mean, trash cans, crutches, chairs, you name it, it was in this match. It was in this match. And it was a chain and it wasn't a one-way street sign, but it was a do not enter sign or something. It had it all. There was no hold barred. Anything goes, which is down Jack's alley and Mad Dog's alley. This match was violent. It was not for the weak of heart. I mean, out of this whole match, which went 19 minutes and some change, our hardcore match went 19 minutes and some change, there might have been 6 actual wrestling holds or wrestling moves. And I would dare say all of them were slams. Yeah, it was violent, man. It was very. I mean, there was one time Mad Dog got hit in the head with a chair. I was like, God Almighty, this is not good. I was like, this is not good at all. This just isn't gonna end well. And around about the 15-minute mark, Mad Dog has Jax down for enough time where he goes outside the ring, gets a trick-or-treat bucket, and it's filled with Legos. If anybody stepped on a Lego, they hurt. If anybody has kids or grandkids or whatever, nieces and nephews, you step on a Lego, it hurts. It hurts. It does not feel good. Imagine getting slammed on them. It can't feel good either. And next thing I know, Jack's valet, mistress, his slave, or whatever you want to call her, that Jezebel, jumps up and distracts Mad Dog long enough for Jax to recoup, grab Mad Dog, do his finisher on Mad Dog through a table that was in the corner of the ring. And still, your CPW champion, Jax Insane. I definitely give that match all 3 stars. That was a must. That match was a must. Then we had a brief intermission. We come back from intermission. And we have the 6-man tag. No, excuse me. We have come out Nikki Kunch, some guy from New York City. Sounds like he's from Brooklyn or something, if you ask me. I don't know. Nikki Kunch. That's who he is, Nikki Kunch. He comes out. He's ready to have a match. And this lets me know some, not all, some New Yorkers are trash. And I'm going to tell you why I say this. Nikki Kunch comes out, wants to have a match. Is supposed to have a match. But unfortunately, his opponent didn't show for whatever reason. His opponent didn't show for whatever reason. So what happens? The announcer, Bill Hazelwood, tells Nikki, "Hey Nikki, you don't have a match. Your match got scratched. Your match got scratched. You don't have a match tonight." Nikki's like, "No, somebody's gonna wrestle me. I've driven all this way from New York. Somebody's gonna wrestle me. I need to wrestle somebody. Somebody needs to fight me. I need to fight somebody. I need to get paid. I need to get reimbursed for all the time and effort and money I spent in getting down here from New York City." Bill's like, "You don't have a match." And Bill's trying to explain this to this guy. No, hey, he wasn't kind of tall. He wasn't kind of tall. No. Not that guy from New York City. But so Bill's like, "Dude, you don't have a match. What part of this are you not understanding? You don't have a match, man. You just listen to me. You don't have a match. I'm sorry. Please just go back. Talk to the promoter. He'll get you straight, whatever. We're sorry." This Nikki Kunch, this piece of trash. And if anybody knows Bill Hazelwood is one of the nicest guys you can meet. Very knowledgeable about the business of wrestling. Knows his stuff like the back of his hands. This man is about 60 to 70 years old, retired. Probably has suits older than this Nikki Kunch guy. And Nikki looks at him and says, "Look, you're going to give me a match. I'm offering an open challenge to anybody in the back." But Bill, once again, is like, "Look, get it through your stinking thick skull. Everybody is booked for a match. Everybody has a match already set. There's nobody left. Now go to the back, talk to the promoter, do what you got to do to get straight, and we're sorry." This Nikki Punk still wasn't hearing it, and then proceeded to beat Bill Hazelwood, a 60 to 70-something-year-old man. It really pissed me off. That really pissed me off. I'm like, you're a real tough guy. You're beating up the announcer. Why don't you just go to a nursery and start beating up newborn babies or something, huh? Since you're such a big tough guy. You're beating up a ring announcer, for God's sake. That really pissed me off, man. I mean, Nikki, if I see you at any show, it's on site. I'm going to tell you that right now, Nikki. Because Bill Hazelwood was a very good friend of me and my partners. And if I see you, it's on site. Now, usually, Harry is the one that's usually the hothead. Usually. But what I saw last night, I'm not going for this. So if I see you at any show, I don't care where it is, if I hear about you, Yeah. There you go, Harry. There you go. There you go. Yeah, y'all see what he said. Nikki, I don't care. If I hear about you crossing the state line, it's on site. And don't run. Don't try to run if we get wind of you in town. Cause if you move, it's gonna be 10 times worse. I promise you. It's on site. Anyway. Just had to get out of my system. I'm sorry, y'all. Really pissed me off there, guys. It really pissed me off. Beating up a freaking ring announcer. Trash, man. He's just a trash human being, Nikki Kunch. Trash human being. That's what you are. A trash human being. I said it. I said it. Anyway. The next match was the 6-man tag match of Pure Temptation and their partner, who I do not know who this gentleman is. I've never seen Pure Temptation. This is my first time seeing these guys. And I tell you what, they are definitely athletic. These guys can definitely get it done in the ring. And I didn't get their names, and I hate that, but they can get it done. And they went up against a team of the Anomaly, Antonio Morgan, Buggy Wright, and the Silver Fox. This match right here, man, was very interesting to say the least. Because you had basically 3 individuals that I don't think, I may be wrong, that I don't think have worked together before, trying to come together for a common goal to just win the match and everything. But these guys, this Pure Temptation, these guys obviously have been together for a while. They've been together for a while. They wrestled, they know each other. And you could tell it in their work in the ring. You could tell it. Everything was spot on. Everything was spot on. Everything was perfect. Everything was beautiful. It was great. Everything was great. Whereas Antonio, Buggy, and Silver Fox, they were trying to fill each other out. They were trying to get to know each other. They were trying to, get each other's timing down, get each other's nuances down. And it showed. And Pure Temptation definitely took advantage of that. They were like, oh, these guys don't know each other like that. They're just trying to get together because Soul Patrol can't be here to sign the contract for the tag titles and everything. So, yeah. So they took advantage. They took advantage. They definitely took advantage, and they definitely it definitely showed. It definitely showed. But Buggy Wright, I cannot tell you how tough this little joker is, man. This Buggy Wright guy. If y'all ever happen to see him, if it's ever in your neck of woods, I promise you go see him. And I tell you, independent wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, is a awesome, fun, family-oriented event you must go see at some point. But Buggy Wright, he is a tough guy. He's a tough guy. He's not big in stature, but he can definitely hang with the big boys. And he took a good beating in that ring. He took a good beating for about 15 minutes. Now, when he came in and made the tag, Tonio comes in, the powerhouse of the group, cleans house. And he makes the tag to Silver Fox. So now you basically have a Pier 6 brawl. All 6 men are in the ring. Now, this is my first time ever seeing Silver Fox. Silver Fox is a very athletic guy. Very athletic. He's not a big man, but he's, in the words of Razor Ramon, he's a medium-sized man. But I tell you what, Silver Fox is a crowd favorite. So is Antonio and so is Buggy. And this thing, man, like I said, it broke down. It broke down to the point where I'm just like, oh gosh. It was all over the place. They were out in the arena. They were out on the ring. They was on the floor. They was in the ring. They was up in the entranceway. And Buggy, being Buggy, seeing everybody piles up, comes flying through the ropes, because that's what Buggy does. If you ever see him and you know how he wrestles, that's his thing. He's a high flyer. And after all, the referee finally gets everything calmed down. 1, 2, 3, Antonio Morgan, Silver Fox, and Buggy Wright ends up getting the win. That match was about 15 minutes and some change. I gave it 3 stars. 3 stars. I definitely give it 3 stars. It was worth it. That match was worth it. And next, we have the main event of the evening. The AWL champion, Don Furio, versus our man, Nick Fury. Man, I tell you what. And the title was on the line. Now, as far as I know, this was the first time these two had wrestled that I know of. If I may be wrong, if I am, somebody please correct me. But this match had a lot of elements in it. It had wrestling, it has psychology, a lot of things. Because for one moment, Nick was really, Don Furio was really wearing Nick out. And Nick was backpedaling. He was running. And we know, and if anybody's seen Nick Fury and seen Nick Fury's matches, Nick don't run very often, but he was on the run, man. He was on that bicycle pedaling. He was trying to get out of there. But the Don wouldn't let him go. Don was like, Nick, no. You want to challenge me? You want to fight me? You want my title? You got to come see me for this title. And man, let me tell you, Nick gave him some chops. Don gave him right back to him. Don Furio is a tough man. I'm trying to tell you, this guy is one of the toughest and very extremely talented guys, man, out here in this independent wrestling scene. Look him up, check him out. He's on Facebook, Don Furio, guys. Check him out. Another gentleman, along with everyone that was on this card, that's worth their price of admission, I promise you. And I'm not saying that just because I was there. I'm saying it because I know it to be true. Nick Fury, man, he basically had his hands full with Don. He had his hands full with Don for real. He had literally. Hey, Robert. Harry didn't actually go to the show. This was all me. Harry was supposed to go to another show, and some things came up, and he wasn't able to make that one. So this is all me tonight, Robert. This is all me tonight, man. But Don Furio, man, big shout outs to him for withstanding the Nick Fury storm. Because he really came through, man. I was like, oh gosh, is he gonna be able to make this, man? Because he is getting wore out, man. He is getting wore out, and all of a sudden, the craziest thing happened, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't see this coming. But here comes Pure Temptation, all three of them, all three of Pure Temptation, comes in the middle of the ring and starts stomping on the champion Don Furio. And I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, what is this? What is this? But it should have been disqualification. Nick Fury's winner by default, but championship can't change hands on disqualification, as we all know. And the referee was like, "Hey, I'm still want this. I still want this thing to pan out the way I want it to pan out." And next thing I know, Don Furio's getting stomped down by three guys, and here comes Antonio Morgan and clears house by himself. The Anomaly clears house. Pure Temptation took off running, man, and Antonio's picking him up, spine buster him, boom, just dropping him left and right. Crowd's going crazy. I'm just like, because I'm like, one dude taking out three guys, this is insane. But it is Antonio Morgan, so I mean, hey. Next thing I know, Pure Temptation's out of the ring. Antonio Morgan has dispatched those boys. He looks over at Nick Fury. Now, if anybody knows, Nick Fury and Antonio Morgan are definitely not any strangers to each other. They're definitely not strangers to each other whatsoever. And Nick was like, wait a minute, Antonio. Hey, hold on. I know we had issues in the past. I know we've had issues. Yeah, he is. He is a powerhouse straight up. He is a powerhouse straight up. And Nick was like, hey, I know we had issues in the past, man. I know we had, some dealings. But, hey, he's like, look, I don't want no problems. He's like, look, you handled your business with them boys. Let me handle my business with the Don. And that's it. We good. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy. Just let me be. Antonio Morgan grabs Nick's hand, picks him up, looks at him. It's like, okay, cool. Well, Antonio Morgan was like, you know what? I got to get you back, man, for what you did to me at the last show. Picks him up. Boom! Spine busters Nick Fury. Don Fury was looking like, wait a minute, what is this? What's going on here? And what happens, Antonio's like, there you go, Don. Easy pickings. And I was like, wait, what? I mean, I'm shocked at this point. I'm just like floored. I'm like, wow, okay. Don goes in for the pin. Only a 2 count. Gets a 2 count. Nick comes up, goes in for a move, misses. Don catches him, puts him in his finisher. 1, 2, 3, and still your AWL champion, Don Furio. Great match. I definitely gave that match 3.5 stars, man. That was definitely a 3.5 star match. It was amazing. It was amazing, guys. But for the overall show, guys, I can definitely go with 3 stars overall, guys. It was a good show. And like I said, man, shout out to Jimmy Ward for putting on a great show. Like I said, he had about half a house, but the crowd was hyped the whole time from beginning to end, nonstop. It was loud. The fans were all in it the whole night. It was wonderful. And I always tell people, no matter where you are, if there's independent wrestling in your area, definitely go support. Because a lot of these guys, men and women that you see out here, that are out here grinding every weekend, trying to make things happen, trying to, make a name for themselves in this business that we call professional wrestling. Go out and support, because I promise you, you're gonna be like, oh, I saw them at the county fair, or I saw them over here. And next thing you know, you're gonna see them on main event WrestleMania. I'm trying to tell you guys, independent wrestling, go support. Go support in your local areas. I always say this. Always, always, always. It's fun, it's inexpensive, and it's family friendly. So yes. But for American League Super Clash last night, guys, 3 stars overall. Amazing time. I had a blast. I'm glad I went. I wish my partner could have made it, man. But he had some stuff come up he wasn't able to, unfortunately. But guys, like I said, I had a blast. It was a wonderful, wonderful show. Can't wait for the next one. Oh, before I leave, I forgot. Antonio Morgan, after the match, put forth a challenge for Don Furio at the next show. He wants a title match, because he basically said he was in a 4-way match where he wasn't pinned or defeated, and he basically said, hey, I'm the number 1 contender, so next time we come around, I want my title shot. So Don was like, okay, cool, it's on, we're gonna make it happen. So hey, at some point these guys are gonna be fighting for that AWL championship, man. Heavyweight championship, and it's going to be an amazing match, and I definitely want to be there to see that go down. But like I said, guys, I just wanted to come over here and do this quick review of the show. It was an amazing night of wrestling. You can find the pictures on Facebook at American League Wrestling. On their Facebook page, guys, go check them out. They've got pictures and some videos on there of the show from last night. Go check it out, guys. See what you guys missed. But I'm getting ready to get out of here, guys. So for my partner HBT in his absence, I'm your man, the People's Podcaster. You're watching the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And remember, always stay straight up. And I'm out of here. Peace.